Now guys, I've been watching YouTube for a long time, just like you guys have, and I always wonder, why is it that some YouTubers seem to get hundreds and thousands of views, while you and I seem to get, maybe 100 views if we're lucky on a video. And after doing countless research and study, I figured out why. It's because they're simply better drivers. Their channel is so successful because they actually drive a lot better than you and I do. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I became a much better driver by doing one simple thing. And that was using Assetto Corsa to actually drive and learn how to drive a lot better. Now, in the video I'm going to show you right now, I'm actually using Forza Horizon 5. And I'm doing a route on there, or I'm doing a race on there, which I did very, very well in my driving. It's a lot better. I'm not crashing into stuff. I'm not bumping into stuff. I'm not breaking trees down and all that kind of stuff in the video because I practiced on Assetto Corsa first. And after leaving out of that game and going straight over into Forza Horizon 5, my drive was a whole lot better. So to answer the question of why these guys are getting thousands and hundreds of thousands of views, not only have they probably been doing it longer, but they're actually just better drivers than you and I. And again, in this video, I'm going to show you how I became a better driver within about an hour. Let's jump right into the video.
I have plotted your route to a nearby race event.
So I did what most of us do in my setup here. I went in and I built the car that I drive every single day. Now, if you're 13 years old, 14 years old, and you're looking at this video and you're not driving yet, no worries. Go out and build the car that you want, that you like the best. But as for me, I went out and I built the 2018 Nissan 370Z, which is the car I drive every single day. Actually, this is a 2019, but pretty much the same car since 2009. It's been the same body style. But look at how more accurate my driving is in this particular video, how I'm actually taking turns much better. I'm actually not hitting things. I'm not running into things. Now I'm starting off-road right here because that was the course that I chose. Of course, the 370 is not an off-road vehicle, but it handles pretty well. I actually like how the car handles through the turns and things like this. Now you'll see, once we get onto the street, I'm actually driving a whole lot better. So here we are at Sierra Nuevo Tour, and I'm gonna start a race on the street with the 2019 Nissan 370Z, my absolute favorite car. I love that car to death. And this is actually how my car looks. My car is actually black too. I'll show you that in the video. But look at, my cornering here is a lot better. Now, one of the things that I did learn is slowing down a little bit. Doing slower speeds actually gives you better control. Another thing I was not doing when I first started in FH5 was I wasn't using my brake enough. And in here, I'm using the brake a lot more. I'm doing, slower speed, 66 miles an hour. Sometimes I do get up to about 100 miles an hour, but for the most part, I'm keeping my speeds a lot slower so that I can keep control of the car a lot better, which will enhance my driving. Even on the cornering right here, I'm doing pretty good here. So it will increase my driving, which will make me a better driver and much more competition for other drivers that I come up against. And then soon I'll start ranking in some of these games like Assetto Corsa and iRacing, things like that. And my channel will gain much more recognition by just settling down, calming down, and becoming a better overall driver. But look how the Z is it's handling corners, it's doing well. I have not flipped over yet. I have not run into anything yet. I don't think I've ran into anything through this whole video. I'm making all of my checkpoints, getting clean driver points. That's something you want to look at too, is getting clean driver points. And I'm getting a lot of clean driver points just from, handling a lot better. Now here I'm doing up to about 80 miles an hour. Broke it back down to about 60 something miles an hour. But again, it's handling a lot better. The car is handling better, and it's performing, or I'm performing a lot better as a result of sitting down in Assetto Corsa. And Assetto Corsa made me literally drive a, what is that, Aberith 500 I didn't get to start off with the Lamborghini and the Z and, you know, the Bugattis and the Cobra Shelbys and all of that stuff. They made me start off, I think it's called an Aberrant 500, and just going through turns. And one of the things I liked about Assetto Corsa is that they actually take points from you when you run over gravel or run into grass, or you go anywhere off of the street. They take points from you, and then they give you these point markers that you have to get X amount of points in order to advance to the next level. That was great. That was a great idea. And me being new to sim racing, I was trying to figure out why is it or how is it I can become a better driver. Now, I'm using the Thrustmaster T248 wheel and pedal set. For the moment, I will be giving those away at some point. So what I want you guys to do is visit my website at dronewheels.net, sign up for my emails, and that will enter you into being able to qualify to win my wheel and my pedal that you see right there behind me. I will be giving those away because I know me. I like to upgrade. I like to get better. I like to be competitive and get better. So I probably will upgrade these things at some point. And I want you guys to be on the list to do the upgrades. Now, I did kind of run into the grass just a little bit there, but nonetheless, it's still a nice, clean, smooth ride here. I'm still having a very smooth ride. I've been riding for about almost 5 minutes with no accidents, no bumps, no scrapes, no anything to the car. The car is still intact. That wasn't happening before I started with Assetto Corsa, before I started riding in Assetto Corsa. Now, that was just me riding in Assetto Corsa for about an hour or so. Now, can you imagine if I spend a lot more time, which I will be doing in the Assetto Corsa app or program? I'll spend a lot more time there just getting a good ground on my driving. And then from there, I'll move on to Formula One driving, drifting, all of that kind of stuff. Or it's going to make you a better driver because of the foundation that you're going to get and the foundation that they established with you being a new driver, intermediate driver, advanced driver, whatever it is. Assetto Corsa, in my opinion, is going to really help me to get there and do a lot better in FH5, FH6, which they probably will be coming out with an FH6. But the Z is doing great. I mean, it is really propelling through. As you see, I've gotten up to 90 miles an hour at some points, and breaking down on those corners are really good. Staying around 60, 70 miles an hour, which is, you know, I think that's fine for now. Now, I have not raced long enough, and I have not done any what I call advanced races. So I've generally ridden in tourist mode, average mode, tourist mode, things like that is where I've been staying lately, and I've been winning some races. So I'm doing really good. I'm Drone Wheels on all platforms. So if you're looking at this YouTube video, and if you're looking for me on FH5 or Assetto Corsa or wherever, look for Drone Wheels. That's my handle. And I'm just driving really good right here. So I was very impressed about how much better my driving became after just spending 1 hour on Assetto Corsa. And it'll do the same thing for you guys. So I'm not sure what you guys are racing in, and leave comments down below and what programs or apps that you use to make you guys better drivers, because I want to be able to compete with you guys one day soon as well. But for now, a newbie, 1 weekend, Forza Horizon 5, Assetto Corsa. I just downloaded Race Gate, I think it's called, or Raceway, whatever it is. I just something racer, I just downloaded that. And then Dirt something 2.0, I just downloaded that as well. But I want to become one of the YouTubers that's getting more than 100 views per video, guys. I mean, even if I get to 200, that's an accomplishment for me at this stage in the game. And I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Like they say, although subscribers really don't make sense without watchers, okay? So I could have 1 million subscribers, but if only 1 or 2 people are watching my videos, then it doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. So you won't hear me saying a lot, hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Please make sure you watch the video. That's what I want you to do. But again, with the Z, I'm up to 75 miles an hour now, 80 miles an hour, you know, hitting some corners at 70, 80 miles an hour. no crashes, anything like that, has just made me become a better driver in a very short period of time. And it'll do the same thing for you guys. So that's my tip and my trick for this particular video. I used the Assetto Corsa for 1 hour, and then I moved over to FH5, and my routes and my driving skills literally just became a lot better, and I know the same will happen for you guys. Stick and stay, don't go away for the next video. And if you want to see how absolutely horrible I did in that first video, click this video right here. I'll see you in that video, guys.